Hi, my loves. Welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I am Star. The message I heard is you think the crown is safe. See what this business is talking about. Okay, the scripture comes from Proverbs 31 and 10. A wife of noble character who can find? She is worth far more than rubies. Her husband has full confidence in her and lacks nothing of value. She brings him good, not harm, all the days of her life. She selects wool and flax and works with eager hands. She is like the merchant ships, bringing her food from afar. She gets up while it is still night. She provides food for her family and portions for her female servants. She considers a field and buys it. Out of her earnings, she plants a vineyard. She sets about her work vigorously. Her arms are strong for her task. She sees that her trading is profitable and her lamp does not go out at night. I'm pointing out here, okay, because God is leading me to point out right here. Not only does she have a business, but she is earning so much from her business that she is able to go and buy land, okay? Okay, and she works very hard. Okay, so anywho, she sees that her trading is profitable. Say it again. And her lamp does not go out at night. In her hand, she holds the distaff and grasps the spindle with her fingers. She opens her arms to the poor and extends her hands to the needy. She is making so much money that she is able to give back to the poor and the needy. When it snows, she has no fear for her household, for all of them are clothed in scarlet. And she got money to ensure that her family have fine clothes and linen so that they are not cold in the winter. She makes coverings for her bed. She is clothed in fine linen and purple. Her husband is respected at the city gate, where he takes a seat among the elders of the land. She makes linen garments and sells them, and supplies the merchants with sashes. She is clothed with strength and dignity. She can laugh at the days to come. She speaks with wisdom, and faithful instruction is on her tongue. She watches over the affairs of her household and does not eat the bread of idleness. Her children arise and call her blessed. Her husband also, and he praises her. Many women do noble things, but you surpass them all. Charm is deceptive and beauty is fleeting, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. Charm is deceptive, and beauty is fleeting, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. Honor her for all that her hands have done, and let her works bring her praise at the city gate. Baby, so hear the message. There's somebody. They think to themselves that your crown is not safe. They think to themselves that your crown is not safe. They think to themselves that they can take your position, okay? But God sent me here to tell you, charm is deceptive and beauty is fleeting, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. God said, just like this is someone that, they think just because they can put on a little mini skirt, they can put on some little tights, and they can get their body right, you know what I'm saying? They can go around and they can go ahead and snatch up whoever it is that God has for you. And here's the message. The person that God has for you is not going to be conned, swindled, or sweet talked into being with somebody else. Period. If this person can be conned, swindled, or sweet talked into being with somebody else, they not the person God have for you. Period. God is saying the person that he has for you, ain't nobody gonna be able to come up to them and be like, yo, if you come and spend some time with me, and if you come and you be with me, and if you come and you do this, and I can do this, and I can do that, they not finna go and try to see what she talking about. They not worried about that because her husband is respected at the city gate, where he takes his seat among the elders of the land. The elders ain't finna let no man that's going around no whoremongers sit amongst them. Ain't no elders finna allow no whoremongers to sit amongst them. This is not somebody that's sitting around trying to lay up with whoever they can find. So God said, There's no need for you to be nervous. This is somebody, like, I don't know if there's someone that told you this, or maybe you got some bad advice and somebody told you that you need to be more concerned and worried about snatching up a husband and finding a husband, and you better hurry up and you better find one quick and you better run down and you got to do everything that you can do to get your husband. God say get yourself together, because once again, this woman got a business. She runs her own business and she earns so much from her business. Not only does she have employees to take care of her household, she have employees to take care of her business. She ensures that not only her family, her intermediate, her children, and her husband are dressed well, she dressed well, her servants are dressed well. And then she have money left over to buy land. And then there's more. But wait, there's more. She has money to give back to the needy and the poor. This is not a woman that sat around waiting on her husband to find her. This is a woman that was getting her, baby, she was working. She was working and she was doing things. This is not somebody that just sat around twiddling her thumbs waiting. This is not somebody that was just sitting around worried and staring in the mirror like, oh no, I don't know if I'm going to find somebody. I don't know if I'm going to get married. I don't know how anything. This is somebody, she is a go-getter. She went out there and she made her, this is a boss. This is a boss lady. She is clothed with strength and dignity. She can laugh at the days to come. This is not somebody that sat around worried and concerned about what would happen. This is somebody that knew for a fact. She said, I know I'm going to have this. I know I'm going to have that. I know this will come when it's meant, and I know this will come when it's meant. This is not somebody that sat around waiting. This is not somebody, and I just feel like this is for, God said no. He does not want you sitting around being idle. She is not, where is that part? Hold on. She does not, it's in a scripture. She does not have idleness within her. This is not somebody that's just sitting around. She watches over the affairs of her household and does not eat the bread of idleness. This is not somebody that's just sitting around. This is not somebody that's just, she put work in. She puts work in. She's doing things. This is not somebody that's just sitting around waiting on a man to fall out the sky. No, that's not who she is. That's not who she is. And many women do noble things, but you surpass them all. That's not this kind of woman. This is not the kind of woman that you can put her in, right here in this box. And then you can put a woman that's just, she's attractive. She's really beautiful. She knows how to dress, and sit her in the box and they going to be level. No, because she got other things going on besides just being attractive. She's not just attractive. She's not just beautiful. She's not just well dressed. She got other stuff going on. God said this is not a situation where somebody can come up off the street and they done got dressed up and they put some makeup on and they got their hair done and they feel like they're going to be able to take your man. Because this man right here, who is respected at the city gate, he not slow. He's not stupid and he's not dumb, and he's not finna be fooled just because somebody is dressed nice and they look pretty and they gonna tell, well, if you were to be with me, I could do this for you and I could do that for you, and his wife can do all that and more. He not looking at her. He not concerned about her. I don't know who this is for. God said if that crown allegedly could be taken from you, that wasn't your crown in the first place. The man that God has for you is not going to be concerned with nobody else. He's not going to be worried about nobody else. He won't be even looking at nobody else. They would not be able to possibly fill your shoes. It would be impossible. It is impossible that anybody will be able to fill the shoes that you wear, because you will stand out. This is a woman, she stands out. She stands out. Charm is deceptive and beauty is fleeting, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. This is not the kind of woman that is just sitting around and she baking and stuff. Nah, she do more than that. Yes, she bake. Yes, she cook. She can sew. She can do things at the house, but she leave from the house and she sells at the merchant ships, and then she goes and she's buying land, and she's going and she's planting vineyards, and she's going and this is not the kind of woman that somebody can just take her place and they gonna be able to stand in her shoes and do it everything right now. He gonna have to go out and find five different women to replace what this woman does. And this is the message for whoever this is for. God said, you ain't gonna be easily replaced. Whoever is saying this lies. They lying through their tongue. They lying through their teeth. God says, tell the truth and shame the devil. This is not whoever God has for you will not be fooled by somebody who is just attractive and somebody who just looks good and somebody they know how to wear a mini skirt good. Oh, they look good in tights. Oh, they look good with the... Nah. This is somebody, they will not be fooled. Like, once again, charm is deceptive and beauty is fleeting. Okay, what they say about beauty, it fleets. What beauty fades, baby. Beauty fades. Beauty fades. This is a man that is sitting amongst the elders. He is respected at the city gate and he sits amongst the elders. This is not a fool. This is somebody that sit at the city gate giving people advice. He is not a dummy. And he's not going to be fooled by somebody that just look good in heels. This is not a man that's going to be fooled by somebody that just come by and they looking good. This is not a man that's going to be fooled by somebody because he noticed that him and his wife, they're getting older and he wants to get somebody young so he can feel young again. This is not somebody that's going to be fooled. This is not a fool. This is a wise man. God said wise men make wise decisions. And a wise decision would be him sticking by his wife. A wise decision would be him knowing the difference between the woman who God ordained him to marry and a woman that is just trying to get his attention. And that's the message. A woman that's going to be a headache, low key. Okay. But anyways, that's the message. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Deuces.